Nigerian government deploys helicopter after terrorist emptied KUJE prison, killed civil defense officer, and others. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Sahara reporters observed that the facility had been cordoned off by the security agents drafted to the scene of the incident. Following the coordinated terrorist attacks on the KUJE Correctional Service Center in Abuja, on Tuesday night, the Nigerian government has deployed a helicopter to the scene of the attack. Sahara reporters observed that the facility had been cordoned off by the security agents drafted to the scene of the incident. A resident who spoke to Sahara reporters on Wednesday said that a helicopter had been hovering around their houses nearby, causing panic in the area as many residents stayed indoors. It was also gathered that some schools to the facility were shut for the fear of possible attacks by the rampaging terrorists who may still be within the vicinity. A prison official who spoke to Sahara reporters on the condition of anonymity said that they could not give the number of the officers, inmates and terrorists that were killed in the attack, but said he was sure that one of the civil defense officers attached to the facility was killed. I cannot give you the figure of those that were killed yet because we are still taking the record to know how many officers and inmates that died and those that escaped. They released a lot of prisoners because they attacked us with bombs, the official said. Despite an earlier warning by the country's intelligence service, the terrorists carried out the attack which led to the release of hardened criminals, including Boko Haram terrorists and other high-profile public officers standing trial or already convicted. It will be recalled that the Department of State Services (DSS) had recently warned of an impending attack on the KUJE prison, but the government could not put any measures in place to forestall the attack. Meanwhile, the terrorist group has claimed responsibility for the attack. We refuse to be confused. I read in a particular news article that said, first of all, that this ISWAP and this Boko Haram terrorist group, that they claimed that they're the ones that did it. Now, secondly, they also said they know the number of those, because they cannot confuse us. They cannot come out and say this one now and come out and say another. Now, to the best of my knowledge, this is nothing like an attack. This was a well-staged play. Do you know when they said, when you're doing a kind of play, you have your time, you're going to come in and say some things and do some things. That is how this is to me. But unfortunately, people die. Can you people remember about how many months ago that I was screaming out my lungs that I am very certain that the military has been compromised? My dear, it is happening before your very eyes. Things will begin to happen and you begin to ask yourself, what made you pick Nigeria as a country of birth? Sincerely. I've said it before and I'll repeat it. The late General Abacha, God bless his soul, said, any insurgency of any nation that lasts more than 72 hours, the government of that particular day has a hand in it. I repeat, this is not my quote, this is late General Sani Abacha's quote. Any insurgency or in any nation that lasts for more than 72 hours, the government of that day is actually a part of it. Now I'm asking myself, what have we done to the government to deserve this? These people exploit us, these people extort us, and these people still do this to us. What is our offense? What exactly is our offense? What was the helicopter deployed for? Where was the helicopter before the facility was raided? Nigerian government is a joke, and all its operatives should be prosecuted. Some stupid people will soon come out to describe themselves as chief of police and army chief. These people are frauds and have nothing to offer than to loot the treasury. My dear, you have said nothing but the raw truth. APC failure. How many months more? They pull this country backwards. Youth, take back your country. It is your future they're toiling with. I'm already in my 40s. I will continue to warn you of the danger ahead. Do not choose the leaders based on ethno-religious disposition. Go for someone who can give you security, who can give you good economy, and who can give you good jobs. They say a word is enough for the wise. Nigerian situation is very unfortunate. The very is dragged. Very, because that is the state of the country now. But the reported attack on Buhari's convoy in his hometown and terror attack in KUJE Correctional Facility, with many inmates escaping. The All Progressive Congress should be apologizing to Nigerians and not campaigning. To be very sincere with you, remember when I said I am looking for the manifesto the APC will be using? Hey, and some people are coming out with their full chest to support this government. They are coming out. It just be like somebody promise you that the candy way they leak, say the candy way they leak, say it will give you more. Now one you they leak, say it's supposed to leak like 5 a day. 5. You they leak candy as a baby, as a child. You love candy. You know, children love sweets. And then when the person can't carry you come up for where they even leak the one a day way they leak. You can't carry you go for where they even give you candy. You know they even see food shop, talk less of candy. You know they see food shop, talk less of candy. Please, they should bring that thing down before they mistakenly bomb innocent civilians as usual. So the attack that lasted over 2 hours, military DSS could not deploy the officers to engage them. But whenever Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, you see more than 20 Toyota Hilux filled with DSS personnel and mobile police scattered both inside and outside the court. Nigeria is a comedy show. I haven't heard that they attacked Mr. Shock President Convoy for his state. My brother, this matter, you get a CB for here. The government is fully informed over the untold attack the disgraced Nigerian police officer, Abba Kyari. Now, this is late. Somebody is quoting late Abacha's post here. When insurgency lasts more than 24 hours, your government has a hand in it. Abacha, you don't see him. Don't be me talk am. Don't be me talk am. It don't they happen. It happen and we know they happen. This is not a time where we are going to go at each other's throat for voting for a different candidate. Because I've told you, since we have known our common enemy, it is time for us to team up against it. Yes. We cannot attack this enemy individually. It is going to be very problematic. No single intelligence, because SSS that are supposed to act as intelligence are busy hunting for government critics because of nepotism. However, I'm not surprised, because that could be government plan to release terrorists into society to be used for election purposes. My dear, it is either that or the demands of the terrorists who actually kidnapped the Abuja to train travelers. It is either two of them, because I heard that they actually demanded that their leaders be freed after collecting 100 million naira from the MD to the Bank of Industry. I believe it's his Bank of Agriculture. Any which way, that is what brings me. Okay. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next time, enjoy the rest of your day.